Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Dragon Quest 7 and we are in the town of Buckingham and at first I thought it was a reference to the English Buckingham Palace, but yeah, this is more about pirates than the British family, I think. So there's a curse here in town that apparently changes newborns into monsters, so yeah, not the not the best place to have children at this point in time. So let's see if we can talk to the king of this place and see if we can help them resolve this, because this ain't good. The lighthouse here in Buckingham Palace is lit using the guiding light, which we take from the mighty beacon on the cape to the north. Of course, now that the beacon has been plunged into impenetrable darkness, there's no question of anyone going there to fetch it. After all, it's not just the darkness that's the problem, they say it's crawling with monsters as well. And could those monsters just be transformed, well, babies and stuff? Hope not. Well, the palace lighthouse is through this way, but it's off limits at the moment. Ever since the guiding light up at the beacon on the cape there went out, we had nothing to light it with. I'm getting a feeling that we are going to check that out soon. And we might find what the problem is there. You're not a local, are you? Have you come from far away? Yes, in time and space. Good, then you won't have heard the tale of our most amazing local legend. Captain Sharkeye was the greatest and most handsome pirate who ever sailed the seas. He was a good friend of King Buckingham's and a real hero to boot. He killed so many sea monsters that he angered the Demon King itself. And when the Demon King came after him, he acted with selflessness and bravery on a scale never seen before. Rather than the people of Buckingham suffer, he sailed far out to sea to meet his nemesis where he couldn't hurt anyone else. Without him, we wouldn't be here. Yeah. Rulers with selfless acts, that's all we ever need in a story like this. Let's see, anything else? There's the king. The other side too. Well, the king's bedroom is upstairs. There are some rooms up there for special guests as well. Unfortunately, one of those guests is feeling unwell at the moment, so I'm afraid I can't allow you up there. Now that you've witnessed the tragedy inflicted us with your own eyes, perhaps you can appreciate its full horror. King Buckingham spent every waking moment thinking of how we can escape this hellish predicament. He will be happy to share his latest plans with you, I am sure.
Greetings, travellers. You must forgive me if I startled you earlier. Please allow me to welcome you to our kingdom. I am King Buckingham. And what might you be called?
Hero and the others introduced themselves.
You know, I have a feeling that this chance encounter may well save my kingdom. Give me a moment and I'll explain. It all started 5 years ago. Since then, every child born here in Buckingham has been cursed on the night of their first full moon. They take the form of a terrifying monster before disappearing into the darkness. Can you imagine anything more horrific?
Probably, but I don't think that's the point.
We know who is behind it, of course. The same fiend who sealed away island after island as he sought to rule the world. The Demon King. We did our damnedest to fight back, you know. We even joined forces with a ferocious crew of a ship named the Sea Dragon. But he was too powerful. The Sea Dragon was locked in an ocean of ice, and our kingdom was plunged into unending darkness. Without our pirate friends, we have no warriors capable of fighting the evil we face. I had started to fear that Buckingham's days were numbered. And then you arrived. Now clearly, you are no ordinary band of travelers. You made it to our accursed shores after all. And so, I must ask this of you. Will you help us lift this terrible curse and liberate our kingdom?
If we can, we most definitely will.
Thank you, my dear friends. And I assure you that as soon as the light of liberty returns to this place, you shall be handsomely rewarded.
Hey, as proper heroes, we don't need a reward. Saving people is the reward.
But now the hour grows late. We shall make a plan on the morrow. Now the inn does not open when the moon is full, I am afraid. But you will find beds on the 3rd level of the palace. Till the morning, then.
Till the morning. Hero is a fine name, I must say. There's something very familiar about you. In fact, you remind me very much of an old friend of mine. But enough of my withering. You must be tired. Your bed awaits you on the 3rd level. Yeah, and there is another special guest up there. I wonder who it is. King Buchanan hardly ever talks about the suffering endured. People seem to forget that he lost his wife when the monster attacked the city all those years ago. He was clearly desperate for his old friend not to go through the same heartache. That's why he made Captain Sharkeye leave Lady Anais here in his care when he headed off for his final showdown. Is that gonna be the special guest upstairs? Hera looks at Anais as she sleeps. Her beautiful face wrecked with consternation. Ooh, pirate outfit. Lady Anais is a very important person indeed. Captain Sharkeye requires that the king himself personally ensure her safety. She's feeling unwell at the moment, however, and is resting in bed. I would be grateful if you would refrain from making any noise. We'll do our best. That's the only thing I can promise at the moment. Sometimes I stand here, the jet black ocean stretched out before me, and I think back to happier times. I was once Buckingham official minstrel. I lived here in the palace and accompanied His Majesty on all important state visits. My fondest memories are of the trip we took aboard the Sea Dragon. I can remember it as it was yesterday. The sharp scent of the brine, the sound of waves lapping against the hull.
Captain Sharkeye!
Arrgh!
What's the matter with ye, Tar? You're flapping like a sail in a summer squall. Aye, well, we've a visitor aboard, Captain. Same high and mighty old dog as last time. I was wondering when he'd show his face. Continue making ready to sail, Tar. This shan't take but a moment. Aye, aye, Captain Sharkeye! Welcome aboard, landlubber! Tain't often we see one of you well-to-do Buckingham types down here by the harbour side.
You know very well why we are here, Sharkeye. Goodness knows I would not have come for any other reason. Now, will I be returning to the king with the good news he so desires? Or will you be disappointing him yet again?
Ha ha! You needn't have bothered coming all this way. The Sea Dragon's course has already been set. Weigh anchor, lads! We're heading north! Buckingham Palace, ahoy!
He's a definitive pirate, that's for sure.
Aye, aye, Captain!
He's only missing a pack leg.
Didn't ye hear me, your importantness? We sail for Buckingham! Now, step into my cabin and let's toast an alliance well made.
Captain Sharkeye, Thank you. The king will be most pleased.
Can it be 2 years since Captain Sharkeye agreed to head the royal fleet? What he and his crew have achieved is truly remarkable. Alas, no matter how many monsters the crew of the Sea Dragon defeat, they seem to come back in ever greater numbers.
Yes. I rather fear our successes have drawn unwanted attention from the forces of evil. Perhaps this was to be expected.
Yeah, if you don't take care of the source of all evil, evil will just come back stronger and stronger. Better to nip it in the bud.
And rumor has it that the reckless devil intends to deliberately draw the master of all monsters to a distant corner of the ocean and finish this once and for all.
But Your Majesty, that is unspeakably dangerous. Captain Sharkeye may be a mighty pirate. He cannot hope to go toe-to-toe with the Demon King, especially not now. Why, it was only last night that Lady Anais announced she was with child.
I share your concerns, believe me. Alas, he's not a man whose mind can be changed.
Ha! Ye know me better than my own dear mother, Your Majesty. And you understand the situation as well as I do. If naught is done, 'tis only a matter of time before your kingdom gets gobbled up by the darkness.
Yeah, so it's better to do something now than let it go on and become even worse.
There's no altering my course now. 'Tis set, and that's the end of it. If we don't make a stand, there'll be no future for any of us.
It seems we cannot change your mind. Well then, on behalf of myself and my subjects, let me express my utmost gratitude to you.
Ah, ye silver-tongued devil, ye! I can see why they made ye captain of this fair realm. Now listen! We're having ourselves a little shindig on the Sea Dragon this evening to celebrate Anais' news. Be there? Or I'll kill all the lot of ye.
I keyhole the lot of you. How can you not just love a pirate? Especially a voice-acted one.
Ah, I must say I'm glad you convinced my finest minstrel to play. Now listen, Sharkeye. If I cannot persuade you to reconsider, I will give you my blessing to set sail tomorrow. But only on one condition. Anais must remain here in Buckingham. Promise me that, or I shall scupper the Sea Dragon, you stubborn old dog.
'Tis only now, after many years of marriage, that my beloved has found herself with child. I do believe the Almighty may be steering your hand, old friend. And who am I to deny the will of the great captain in the sky?
And she gave birth to that child, and that child turned into a monster. That's a very cruel fate, isn't it?
I'll do as ye ask. Take care of her, ye hear? And of me little one.
It would appear that the rain has put an end to the festivities. The king's men are ready to escort you to the palace, Lady Anais.
Please, give me a moment. I wish to feel the waves just a little longer. I want our child to remember this place. Our home.
People say that you were once the queen of a foreign land, my lady, and I am inclined to believe them. But why would you forego your royal birthright for a life on the high seas with Captain Sharkeye?
Oh, I sensed in him a higher purpose. beyond material wealth or mere glory. He wishes only to make the oceans a safer place. For everyone. Perhaps you and your fellow retainers feel something similar about King Buckingham.
Anais! What are you doing up there, girl?
The king awaits you, Lady Anais. Please do not cause his majesty any undue worry.
This accursed rain will chill ye to the bone. Get over here. See if I can't offer ye a little shelter.
My darling, let us not say goodbye. Instead, let us make a promise. Let us make a vow that once the child is born, you and I will take to the waves once again.
Of course we will, me lassie. Our little one will be raised right here on the decks of the Sea Dragon. After all, 'twas the ocean that brought us together. And 'tis the ocean that'll bring me right back to you, my love. And before ye know it.
Promise he knows that's almost impossible to keep. He's fighting a Demon King, probably one of the most mightiest creatures ever out there. But at least he'll give him motivation. Until this kingdom of ours is released from the darkness which engulfs it, until peace is restored. I shall make do with my memories.
Oh.
You have something of the sea about you, something I have not sensed in a long time. Perhaps that is why I am able to recall the past so vividly in your presence. Captain Sharkeye and the legendary sea dragon. A most engaging tale. Yes, this minstrel has skill indeed. For a moment, it was almost as if I was seeing the scene play out before my very eyes. Same as for me. No. Sharkeye? Is that you? You are not Sharkeye. Lady Anais! Lady Anais, please, you must not try to get up.
Why?
I am sorry. I must have been dreaming of happier times. And I must say, I am feeling better than I have for a long time. Perhaps it is our visitors who have lifted my spirits. It would be grateful if you could visit me again, should the opportunity arise. It pleases me greatly to hear tales of your travels. Come now, Lady Anais, lie down, rest. Yes, very well. Good night, my friends. Please do come and visit me again. I must apologize. Lady Anais is not yet recovered from her illness. Sometimes she runs a high fever and suffers the most terrible nightmares. I would kindly ask you to let her get some rest now. Goodness knows she needs it. Was it? Sorry, hero. The way you told that story was so soothing. You must have nodded off there for a bit. Come on, let's go to bed. I need to take about 100 weeks. Thank you for waiting. Your beds are ready for you. I hope you have a good night's sleep. I hope so too. The bed is freshly made.
I say.
Good morning. I trust my royal bedchamber was to your liking? That is good to hear. Sharkeye did not take it quite so readily as I recall. Fit only for the lily-liveredest of all the liffy-livered landlubbers in creation was the phrase I believe they used. I mustn't get caught up in my reminiscence. I need to tell you more about how we plan to serve the kingdom. According to this man's investigations, our predicament came about as a result of the mighty lighthouse, known as the Beacon, falling to the darkness. That would perhaps explain why all the children who turned into monsters were observed scuttling off towards it. but until now it has been impossible to enter the lighthouse and investigate further, due to the all-obscuring darkness that fills it. A darkness caused by the Great Black Flame. However, our learned friend here thinks there may be a way to penetrate the darkness and go after our beloved babies in return.
Indeed.
Would you be so good as to explain your method?
Yes, of course. As you may be aware, a tribe of dwarves dwell here in the kingdom of Buckingham. They live in a cave far to the east of this palace. The cave receives almost no sunlight, so instead of the dwarves illuminate their homes with a substance known as glow moss, which grows there in abundance. My idea is to cover the feet of a child who has been transformed into a monster with glow moss. Doing so should enable us to follow them through the darkness. If my theory is correct, once the moss has been applied, it should be a simple matter of following the glowing footsteps into the beacon and wherever they may lead after that. If we do not wish any more of our little ones to suffer, we must act quickly. Once a child has become a beast, they tend to return to Buckingham for only the first few nights. After this point, they presumably lose all sense of humanity and we never see them again. We must acquire some glow moss and apply it to the monster's feet before that can happen. My apologies, I'm sure it's rather a lot to take in, but would you like me to run through you all that again? Then I believe my work is done, Your Majesty.
So, to summarize our friend's rather long-winded explanation, we need some glow moss. In less complicated times, it would be a simple matter of sending an official request from myself to the leader of the dwarves, otherwise known as the foreman. Alas, these are anything but simple times. The current foreman is no great admirer of mine, and I fear an appeal from myself or any of my subjects would fall on deaf ears. Which is where you come in. You are strangers in his land. The foreman would have no reason not to grant you an audience. Would you be so good as to go to the Den of Dwarves and fetch some glow moss? It is for the sake of all of Buckingham, you understand. Cross the mountain north of here, and then make your way briefly south, and you shoot upon their cave. I wish you the very best of luck. Buckingham is counting on you. So the glow moss is to be found in the Den of Dwarves. What kind of life do they lead down there, I wonder? It's a rather delicate subject, but the truth is that King Buckingham incites a terrible rage in the foreman of the dwarves. You see, our dearly departed queen was the foreman's only daughter. King Buckingham gave his personal assurance that he would protect her at all costs, and they were reluctantly given permission to marry. But then the monsters came, and well, suffice to say that the foreman has still not forgiven him. That explains at least something.
Alright, Den of Dwarves, here we come.
Cross the mountains north of here and then make your way briefly south, then you should happen upon their cave. I wish you the very best of luck.
Oh, well, the glow moss may provide the first chink of light we need to banish the blackness from the benign island. Come, we must make our way to the east. The Den of Dwarves awaits.
First we lose Sharkeye and the Sea Dragon, and now you're telling me we are relying on some children to get us the mess we've ended up in? If that's the case, then there really is no hope for the world. I hear you're heading out for the Den of Dwarves. Well, all the best.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, glow moss has a strange and mysterious composition that allows it to keep glowing in the darkness. If we were to lay some down around the armor shop, then perhaps it would stick to the monster's feet when it comes back for a midnight visit. I'm sure the journey to the Den of Dwarves will not be an easy one, but I'm afraid you really are our only hope. That's the way to the lighthouse, but I'm guessing we're not going there until we get our moss. Well, I hear that the king has asked for your help. I thought I sensed something a little special about you, but wait. Are you here to save us? Oh, please, you've got to get us out of this mess. If we can. The armor cell didn't feel like coming to work today. Can't really blame him for what happened last night. Poor fella. Keys and equipment, but nothing
we need at the moment. The armor, however? Oh, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. A naive unborn child simply disappeared from our womb, you know? Why is the innocent who must suffer in this kingdom? Data says our new baby's going to stay with some relatives far away. Such a shame. I was really looking forward to playing together. I just know we would have been best friends. Oh, I just don't understand. Why do monsters have to be such terrible things? What could it possibly have done to deserve this? You're visiting here, aren't you? I'm sorry you had to witness what happened last night. I just can't tell you how awful this feels. Our only consolation is we still have another child. If it were for him, I'd... Yeah. Not a time to be handling your business. Very understandable. Item shop. It's an action. Not a lot of visitors this time of the year. I always had such a soft spot for Captain Sharkeye. It's a crying shame, it really is. You see, the Demon King put a curse on him for daring to fight back when the monsters plunged Buchanan into darkness and sealed it off from the rest of the world. They say his ship, the Sea Dragon, was frozen in place somewhere out in the middle of the ocean, and now is stuck in a block of magical ice that will never ever melt. Poor old Sharky. Last night was awful. It never gets any easier. Things have turned out just the way the Demon King said they would when he plunged this place into darkness. He said every born baby in Buckingham will become a monster in the first full moon, and that's exactly what happened. Well, you can say a lot about monsters, but they do usually keep their promises. Especially the bad ones. No chit-chat. I tried to trick my way through the fear last night, and I'm paying the price this morning. Something doesn't feel quite right. Are we not supposed to move it? One day. Oh, I can't help but feeling disappointed in my son. Everyone should be trying to help each other at a time like this, and he's just trying to forget this even here. What's the point of having a husband if he won't look after you at a time like this? The great lummox spent all night in the pub. He didn't even come home to see if we were alright. And he never seemed so pleased to see me. The last time I saw him smile was when he stashed some old piece of rubbish he found on the floor, round the back like it was some priceless treasure. Oh, it is a priceless treasure, but mostly to me. I'm guessing eventually it will open up. Wasn't last night terrifying? I wonder if it's just Buchanan that has gone through all this. I don't think it can be. I mean, I've heard people talking about other kingdoms being shrouded in darkness too. Well, you're the last one left. I'm already old. It doesn't really matter what happens to me. It's the children I'm worried about. They shouldn't have to live like this. They really shouldn't. No. But sometimes it can't be helped. That's why we need to make sure that the children are taken care of as much as we can, most of the time. Welcome to Buckingham. They call this the floating city. I suppose it's obvious enough why. I don't think we'll be welcoming any ships soon, though. This cat used to belong to Captain Sharkeye. He really loved the little fella, apparently. The poor thing doesn't seem to have warmed to us at all, though it'll hardly let us get near it.
Yeah, when did I fall asleep? I can't believe I dozed about a thousand humans. What a fun lot we are. Yeah, night of a full moon. I'm pretty sure that will keep everyone awake. Yeah, let's see if we can talk to some dwarves about their moss. The dwarves dwell in a cave to the east of the castle. Come, hero, we must make haste. The future of this kingdom dependeth upon it.
Have a tea!
Have a tea. Ah, come on. No need to be so brutal.
What are you playing at?
Oh wait, the Red Knight's gone.
All in a day's work.
Gladiator level 3. That's the tower. But we are bound for the Dwarven Caves. Yeah, all this mud really reeks. But I can smell fresh water somewhere as well. I suppose that means the dwarves have everything they need down here. Especially if you got that glow moss to brighten the place up. Let's feel that way. Oh, listen, this is the home of the dwarves and we don't have any dealings with humans. Not since Queen Bee has been killed on your lodge watch. There's no question of me letting you through, so just leave, will you? No one wants you here. Does that mean the king was into the smaller ladies? Because he was a dwarf, so I can imagine he was pretty big. Oh, this cave may have been turned upside down by marauding monsters, but that doesn't mean we can keep our treasures safe. They're not getting anywhere near them, and neither are you stupid humans, so forget it.
Hey, up!
Well, the foreman lives in this cave, and if you think I'm going to let some filthy human go running amok in his house, we got another thing coming. Oh, stop making such a fuss, let him in. Huh? Alright.
Hey, up!
I don't know what the foreman is thinking, letting filthy humans waltz straight in here. I should have known all this racket meant there were humans around. I suppose you have a good reason for coming here to disturb us. King Buckingham sent you to get something for him because he think I can't stand him? Ha! I don't know where the bumbling old fools got that idea from. I don't find him any more irritating than your average human, really. And I can hardly blame him for what happened to my bee. I miss her, of course. I miss her terribly. I loved her an awful lot. We all did. She just seemed to brighten up the room, and there wasn't a dwarf among us who wouldn't have jumped off a bridge for her. I don't hate Buckingham for not having the wherewithal to keep her safe, but I'm not inclined to be friends with him either. Or any other human, for that matter. What does he want from me anyway? Hero explained the situation in Buckingham. I hear that Sharkeye had some cropper, but I didn't realize things had got this bad. Well, if it's glow moss you're after, you can find some deeper inside the cave. You'll have trouble getting a hold of any right now, though. The boss of the local monster's taken a shine to the stuff, you see. He's been munching away down there for a while now. He probably won't take too kindly to being interrupted, but if you don't mind getting your hand bitten off, be my guest. You'll find a glow moss growing on a wall near the water's edge down there.
Alright. Hopefully, once I settled, we get access to the blue piece there.
Go.
Oh, I got no interest in what anyone in Buckingham got to say. Get out of my sight. Was that enough on Buckingham? It doesn't matter, humans are all the same. Humans. Any idea how weird you look? Please, don't come near me. Everyone knows what happens if you get too close to humans. We haven't forgotten Queen Bee, you know? No, I have nothing to say to you. Nothing.
Hey, up!
Well, this path leads straight to the source of our lovely light. Unfortunately, some horrible monsters have been munching away for it for days now. Listen, I don't know what the formula asks you to do, but if you're stupid enough to try and take that thing on, I'm not going to stop you. Alright. Level 2. Ooh, metal? Yep, metal slime. A great source of experience, but extremely hard to kill. Dragster is defeated. Shepherdess level 3. Pirate level 3. I wonder if we should wait till next time to go a bit further. Because I don't know how deep this place is. Not got the group attack just yet. No whack, no whack. I don't like whacks. Yeah, it's the only thing you can do after an attack like that. Mucho Macho defeated. Now let's see if we can find out where we need to go down, and then go down on the next episode. Ooh. Look at the map and totally not seeing the enemies. And that's fine. Perfectly blocked.
Easy peasy.
Level 37. Dancer level 6. Armamentalist level 6. Alright, so here's the downstairs, so let's check the other side for the chest, and then we get out of here in preparation for the next episode. Ooh, life. Another piece of diamond, which we don't know what to do with. I'm hoping that's like the metal we need to make like the best weapons later on. But yes, let's leave the episode here for now. I'm gonna go back to the castle in order to be able to save the game. And on the next one, we'll start inside the cave and go deeper and see if we can find the monster that is guarding the glow moss. So for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye bye.